And a very good evening to you all, and welcome to SAISD Sports Complex on the campus of Burbank High School. Two teams tonight looking for their first win. Both teams 0-2 and on the verge of breaking through for this season. Two good teams that have just not done enough to get the win. But tonight it's going to be a matchup between the Harlandale Indians and the Edison Golden Bears. We are here tonight on the RC Audio Sports Channel 2. When we come back, we will start our RC Audio Sports pregame show, which is brought to you by Martinez and Associates. Keep it right here. We'll be right back. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports 2.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez and Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
We are in the Martinez and Associates pregame show. Our crew this evening, Gavin Quintanilla, Isaiah, Sebastian Castro, along with Arissa Castro. They are handling the cameras this evening. In the booth with us is Isabella Tellez. She's on tech. And we are joined by Coach Robert Villafranca. And, of course, I'm Bobby Mendez. And, Coach, this is the first time you get to see the Harlandale Indians this season. Talk to us a little bit about, I know you've been watching.
Well, absolutely. I was going to say the first time that I've seen them in person, but I always go back and watch your streams after we're done streaming. So I've seen them on our streams on RC Audio. Today you're on RC Audio Sports 2. You found us while you're here. Subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you're notified every time that we go live. The Harlandale Indians so far this year played 2 games, lost both of them. 0-0 in district play because we haven't started district play, obviously. The Indians will play in District 13 5A Division 2. This year, losses to Southwest and South San, both very close games. The Indians had opportunities to drive on their final possession to take the lead and just failed to do so in the first 2 games, losing 22-23 to Southwest in week 1, and then last week 12-17 to South San, the Bobcats. 2 formidable opponents, very quality opponents that the Indians have played in their first two outings. Have not gotten to get a notch in the win column just yet. The head coach, Justin Lozano, is in his second year at the helm. The Indians run a very balanced offense, 36 passes to 59 rushes. I'm going to say that's about 60-40 right there, leaning towards the rush to the running game. Passing yards 265, rushing yards 262 so far this year. Bobby, I think we got Coach Justin Lozano with the visit in pregame, do we not?
Yeah, let's take it right to him on the field with Coach Lozano. And we welcome you back to the Martinez and Associates pregame show with the head coach of the Harlandale Indians, Coach Lozano. And Coach, thanks again for talking with us before this evening's game. Week in, week out, this is week number 3 for the Indians, and 2 tough losses for the Indians. But still lots of good progress happening. It just so happens that these games are so close and getting down to the wire. Talk a little bit about those first 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, I think anytime you look at, what Southwest has done as a program, then you look at what South San did last year as a program, those were 2 really tough ball games. And so they were able to finish, and that's where we're trying to get to. But obviously we had opportunities in both games to win those, and we're taking the positives off of those 2 games, carrying over into this week.
Coach, both were very physical games. South San, again, always a physical game. Talk a little bit about some of that physicality and where we're at right now, just because of those things.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, that's one of the things that we preach. Is number one, everybody getting to the ball, and when we're flying around to the football, we want to be the most physical team on the field, and that's something that we preach every day as part of our tackling drills, our tackling circuits, just that physicality, because and I know the team that comes out and can hit people in the mouth regularly on play in and play out, they're the ones that are probably going to have a chance to win the game.
And you speak about the physicality, and of course, I mean, we've seen the defense putting on some hits,
Yes.
So talk a little bit about who those guys are.
Yeah, I mean, we have two great safeties right now that have been really those guys that are coming downhill and making some big hits, and that's Santiago Rivas and David Delgado. Both of those kids, man, very blessed to have those two guys. Santiago's coming back from last year. He did break his collarbone right before our first district ball game, so he's had a good season up until this point, and it's something that we expected. And then David Delgado was a JV player for us last year who's come around and laid some big hits too. And so again, out of those two guys, out of the secondary, we're really excited about.
Coach, the ground game has been phenomenal for you guys all season long. I know you guys are implementing the pass. Seth's a big kid, and he's doing a good job at quarterback, and I know you guys are trying to get him in. What's he looking like right now?
I mean, I think even since last year, he's always improving. He's always improving. It's a new offense. Now it's not in year two, not a new offense, so he feels more confident, more comfortable. We're going to do the things that we need to do in order to win the football game. If that's running the ball every play, then we're going to run the ball. And yeah, we have tried to incorporate some more passing game stuff, but yeah, you're right. Both weeks we've been able to run the football, and that's what our primary goal is. Going back to the physicality of things is setting the bar and the standard right there on the ground game is what we like to do.
Coach, tonight it's the Edison Golden Bears. Also looking for a win. Talk a little bit about what you know about the Golden Bears right now.
They have a lot of kids that play both ways, and the kids that play both ways are really good football players. And so, the quarterback is good. He's good at obviously playing quarterback, and then he's one of their safeties. He's a guy that we're really keying in on. And then a couple of their backs are their linebackers as well. And so those are the guys that we're going to try to, really kind of pick on, because we know that they're playing both ways, but they're really good football players. We also got to know where they're at all times.
All right, Coach. Well, another week, and we'll see you guys here just a little bit. So thank you for talking with us.
Yes.
And good luck tonight.
Thank
you. Coach Lozano of the Harlandale Indians will be back with more Martinez and Associates pregame show.
Thank you.
Coach.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Coach Lozano of the Harlandale Indians. Now, Coach Villafranca, let's talk a little bit about the Edison Golden Bears, also needing a big win today.
The Edison Golden Bears hosting here at the SAISD Sports Complex, also 0-2 for the season. Like the Indians are, somebody will go home with their first victory of the 2025 season. The Golden Bears have losses to Pearsall in week 1, 6-47. That score was. Robstown 13-27 last week was that score. The head coach is Coach David Gibbons. Coach David Gibbons is in his first year as head coach here for Edison. He comes over as formerly the OC for Sotomayor. The quarterback, Jacob Gonzalez, we're going to call his name a bunch. Alonzo Perez is a running back, Daniel Vidal, and the kicker, Omar Villegas, is special. Let's visit with Coach Gibbons.
And we welcome you back to the Martinez and Associates pregame show with head coach of the Edison Golden Bears, Coach Gibbons. Coach Gibbons, thanks for speaking with us before the game tonight against the Harlandale Indians. This is your first year here at Edison, and one of the questions we want to know is, tell us a little bit about your coaching philosophy and what you bring to Edison.
Well, as far as in the school, we tell our kids, and the three things that we based our philosophy on is making sure where you're supposed to be, you're doing what you're supposed to do, and you're there early and on time. I know one thing as far as with the football aspect of it, we tell them, hey, play every play as if it's your last. Play with unrelentless effort. And if you're going to goof up, make sure you goof up going full speed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So first 2 weeks have gone by. This is your third week here. What have you learned so far of your team? I know you've had a little bit of off season with the team, but now it's game time. We're getting ready to go into district in a few weeks. So talk.
Yes,
a
sir.
little
So
about
it's absolutely been a progression. We had a great spring. We got 18 football practices in. We had a great fall camp. I made sure and we scheduled the McCullum Cowboys in our second week scrimmage, which was a great scrimmage for us. Obviously, those guys over there are a great football club, a really good defense. As you can tell, they beat the Somerset Bulldogs the other night.
Yeah.
And so for us and our kids was, hey, man, good teams are going to show you what you don't do right. and they show you the things that you need to fix. And so for us, we've just been in the lab. We have progressively have gotten better from week to week. McCullum Cowboys showed us what we needed to fix on offense and defense. The Pearsall Mavericks done so. And obviously last week, I would say was our best all-around game against Robstown Cotton Pickers. We had no turnovers on defense. We turned them over on offense one time, so we were +1 there. For us, it's about making sure that we get all 11 players on the same page at the same time, and that's kind of what everybody goes through during the preseason is ironing those kinks out, figuring out what you do well, figuring out what you don't do well. And so by the time when you get to district, you got a really good understanding of what your football team is.
Coach, you talked about being in the lab and trying to get those things together. Who are the ones that have impressed you the most, and are you looking to as leaders on this club?
Absolutely. So on the defensive side of the ball, it's going to be Alonzo Perez. He's our Sam linebacker. He's a two-way player for us, goes both ways, plays with unrelentless effort. He's on every special team. The kid literally does not come off of the field.
Oh, wow.
And so that's our defense. And for our offense, it's our offensive line. Those guys are some pretty big dudes. They will get after your rear on that. They lock on, they stay on. Again, little things like working up to the second level and having eyes up, things like that, are things that they need to obviously get better at. But at the end of the day, we're going to run the ball to win the football game, and we're going to throw the ball to score touchdowns is what our philosophy is with that.
All right, Coach, one last question. We'll let you get back to your team. Tonight's the Harlandale Indians, of course. What are some of the concerns you have of this ball game tonight?
Well, Coach Lozano, I've coached against Coach Lozano for a long time, back in my day when I was at Brennan and he was at Stevens. So me and him have a long history of going up against each other. And I know for a fact that team over there, one with the history of the Harlandale Indians, are always going to be ready to be prepared. They're going to play hard. They're going to execute. And obviously with Coach Lozano and his staff, I expect nothing but that. Offensively, that quarterback, good Lord, he is a load, and when he goes, that offense is going to go. Yeah. And so for me, it's making sure that we contain the quarterback, especially how he runs the ball, and of course in the secondary, man, he can throw it too. So, having to play that game with them is going to be tough for us. On the defensive side of the ball, they get in that bear front, they bring down the Sam and the Will, and so you got to win a lot of single blocks. It's not like you're in the base 4-3 or in your base 3-4 where you kind of are able to cheat and get those double teams. Against them, it's mano-a-mano, it's dude on dude, so you're going to have to win. So their defensive front are going to give us fits. All you got to do is pay attention to that South Sand game. Coach Barone does a great job over there. He's a big gap, counter, power guy, and they struggled against them. Yeah. And so, again, their effort and
all right, bring it. All right, we're ready for kickoff. Omar Villegas will get his foot into the pigskin all the way back down and dropped, but picked up at the 12-yard line as the Indians bring it out. It is for the Harlandale Indians, number 7. That is Santiago Rivas, who ran one back last week for the Harlandale Indians.
Santiago Rivas, a big part of the Harlandale Indians return team, also a big part of the defense as well. We're probably going to call his name a few times on the defensive side. The Harlandale Indians won the coin toss, and with that option, they elected to receive. It was the Edison Golden Bears kicking off, and they'll defend the north goal to start off the first quarter here at the SAISD Sports Complex.
The Harlandale Indians are led by their quarterback, Ulysses Sesto. He is a senior quarterback here. Gio Silva in the backfield for the Harlandale Indians as running back. Then we'll get some of those other offensive starters here in just a bit, as Sesto will start off in the shotgun with receivers to the right and one to the left. The pass, immediately the Indians start. Pass is incomplete, looking for Armando Munoz.
The Indians seeing some cushion there, going to take advantage of that. A slant, Sesto overthrew that receiver just a little bit, but the pass is there, and I'm sure that Coach Howell, the offensive coordinator, and the head coach for the Harlandale Indians, Coach Justin Lozano, are going to bookmark that play if the Bears' corner is going to give that kind of cushion.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the left. Gio Silva to the right side of Sesto. Out of the shotgun, the Indians Play action, try the pass again, and the ball is dropped. Incomplete. 2 back-to-back incompletions here for the Indians to start this ball game.
Forward pass, Braylon Tavar making sure, falling on it just in case it was a lateral pass. A 4-3 front for the Edison Golden Bears, and on that play, all 3 linebackers filled gaps. So they were expecting something between tackles. The Indians go outside. Braylon Tovar, one of Sesto's favorite targets, off the mark. So Sesto on his first 2 attempts, 0 for 2, and of course, the Harlandale Indians now facing the 3rd and 10 after 2 incomplete passes.
14 seconds on the game, or play clock, excuse me, down to 10. A quick huddle, or a quick sprint back to the line of scrimmage after 2 incomplete pass. Sesto has pressure, forced to go up the middle and doesn't get anywhere but up to the 30-yard line. A 2-yard gain for the Indians, bringing up a 4th down. And the punting unit for the Indians.
Sesto, Ulises Sesto, a big quarterback. He runs with a lot of power. It takes him a little while to get into that second gear. He had to come up into the pocket, and the Golden Bears' second level defense was there after a 2-yard gain.
Alonso Perez for the Edison Golden Bears, back to receive.
Alonso Perez, big-time running back for the Golden Bears.
The kick is up. Nice kick, good bounce. He'll fall on it. So the punt was made by Jose Luis Flores.
So Alonso Perez back there to return the kick, and sometimes we call that bouncing catch a shortstop's catch. That looked more like a soccer goalkeeper's catch, but he a risky play, somewhat risky, but Perez really kept, I think, that ball from bouncing another 10 yards. That still had a lot of inertia behind it after it hit the turf. So Alonso Perez, I guess, saving some good field position for the Golden Bears.
Certainly some decent field position here for Edison, as they will start from their own 36th after the Indians go 3 and out. Leading the offense for the Golden Bears is number 5. That's Jacob Gonzalez, and he will hand it off left side. Nothing doing there, as the Indians' defense from the right side does a good job of containing.
Harlandale Indian defense has shown up for 2 straight weeks, and they've really kept the Indians in the ball game, allowing 23 points for Southwest, most of those points late in the game, and allowing South San only 17 points last week. The quarterback, Jacob Gonzalez, was 6 for 7 last week, 114 yards. He ran for a touchdown, but did not throw for any touchdown passes.
Gonzalez out of the shotgun. Dropping, rolling to his right side. Pass a little bit too far, incomplete. It was looking for his receiver, Izia Mendez Armstrong.
Alonso Perez, nice little rollout, and down here on the edge, a nice seal block to give him some time and a look. But the Harlandale Indian defender, that was number 25, Eric Dominguez, right there on it. It would have taken a dart to complete that right on the sideline. A little bit too long and incomplete. 3rd down and 15, I beg your pardon. 3rd down and 14, let's call it.
Big 3rd down here for the Golden Bears. Out of the shotgun. Low snap. It's going to take it himself. There goes Gonzalez. Picks up a good chunk of yards. Just shy of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a 4th down here for Edison, but not before they got to about the 43.
Jacob Gonzalez is a running quarterback. He's a running threat there as a quarterback. That time a little bit of a speed option, and Gonzalez opted to keep the ball and turn it upfield. A nice gain, but not quite to the line to gain. So the punt team, as Bobby said, is out there for the Edison Golden Bears.
Aiden Morin back to receive for the Indians. He's sitting around the 25-yard line. Now punting for the Golden Bears is Omar Villegas. Nice high punt. Fair catch at the 30. He drops it, but he'll be able to fall right on top of it. Aiden Morin.
2 punts tonight and a couple of iffies, 2 iffies, one for Harlandale and one for the Golden Bears. Neither the worse for wear, as the return man was able to retain possession on the punts for their respective teams. The Harlandale Indians, fortunately, if you're rooting for the Indians, we're able to cover that, and their offense will start this drive from their own 31.
With 9:22 on the clock here in this first quarter, the Indians on their second opportunity with the football. They'll go straight to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the top, 1 receiver here to our near side, which is Braylon Tovar. Sesto out of the backfield. First look for Silva. He's got a break between the left guard and tackle and gets it down to the 38-yard line.
So for the Indians, the first called running play, Gio Silva, he's a dangerous running back. He's got some quickness in him, and once he gets to that second level, he's going to be tough.
Coach, I think you could have ran through that hole that was opened up as well, too. And that's not saying that you couldn't do it, but that's just how big that hole was for
34
Silva.
carries for 145 yards last week, Gio was.
Sesto this time under center, drops back, hands off to Silva, and Silva does about 360 spins to get to the 45-yard line, move the change for the Indians.
I think Silva was in the spin cycle there. It was in the spin cycle there, as you said, about 360s there to break a couple of tackles and spin himself forward to the 45-yard line. The first down of the game for either team.
So a new set of downs here. The first, did you just say that first down for both teams?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I didn't want
You can repeat.
So the Indians.
To underscore Coach Villafranca's point, the first down.
There you go.
Okay.
So the Indians now line up with receiver split to each side. They send a man in motion, which is Christian Huizar. They keep it on the ground. Sprinting out through the back is Gio Silva, who gets another first down in a favorable spot to the Edison Golden Bear 49-yard line.
So just doing my math in my head for Gio Silva, 3 carries and plus 20 yards on the ground so far. So Cody Heil, after the first series, throwing the ball or calling 3 passing plays on the first series, says, let's try the running game a little bit. Gio, you're on for this drive.
So Silva has put the Indians in Edison territory. It's a high snap, but able to hang on to it. The handoff goes to Julian Aguillon, the senior running back. Little changeup for the Indians.
Pistol formation in the backfield. Sesto accompanied by two Harlandale running backs. 22 was the second one. Julian Aguillon takes a handoff, gives Silva just a little breather, and the Indians go back into the huddle, looking to the sideline, getting the call from the sideline. All kinds of action over there on the Harlandale sideline. I like watching the plays getting called in.
They have a 4th down. No, they changed it already. So 2nd down here. Sesto will keep it himself. Sesto hard to bring down as he gets inside to the 38-yard line.
Again, Sesto, a big quarterback. He's got what you would, you'd expect a tight end body, if you would. Glenn Revelle would certainly call that a big body. Always falling forward is what makes him dangerous. So even when it looks like you've got him stopped for no gain, he's going to most of the time lunge forward and get another yard or 2 tacked on to the end of that run.
This now the 6th play of the drive here for the Indians, as they are in Edison territory. Sesto with 3 receivers to our near side. Option, keeps it himself. The hole on the right side, finds room inside the 15, the 5, and into the end zone on a 39-yard touchdown run. Woo, what a run for Unisys Sesto.
And what made that go, Bobby, was that Sesto kept the ball in Silva's gut there for a long time before he pulled it. He had the defense going to Silva, and I think Silva felt like he was going to get the handoff, so it was a little bit of a tug-of-war. Sesto pulled it out, went opposite, scored. Swinging gate, the Harlandale Indians will take the snap from. They like the setup over there at the top. Braylon Tovar was overthrown, so the extra point is no good. We've got 6 minutes and 9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Indians have scored, leading 6-0. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2, the Dos. We'll be right back.
The San Antonio Independent School District has the resources, the staff, and the schools to take your inspiration and make it a reality. No matter where you live, what language you speak, or where you want to go, SAISD will get you there. Register now at saisd.net/enroll or call 210-554-2660.
And we're back, Bobby. That was a 69-yard scoring drive started at Harlandale's 31-yard line. A six-play scoring drive. Gio Silva had some nice runs to set up the play, and I think even it was his carries that really set up that touchdown. As Sesto used him as a decoy, pulled the ball back, went counter all the way to the corner to score a 39-yard rushing touchdown. Second rushing touchdown for Sesto this year.
The kick for the Indians, Jose Luis Flores. Ball will be right around the 26-yard line for Edison to start.
Calling for a fair catch there, and every one of the kick receptions so far this evening have been kind of iffy. The sun yet to set, but it's setting behind us, so I don't know that the sun is playing a part in that, but all three kick receptions have been very, very iffy. We'll see if that continues through the night. So Greg Tracy has joined us in the chat room. Greg from Luling and always comes on to our RC Audio Sports 2 streams. Greg, thank you again for joining us. Hope you enjoy the game tonight. I know Greg is a Harlandale alum, so he says go Indians, and he's rooting for the maroon and gold tonight. We got anybody out there rooting for the black and gold in the chat room? Let us know. The Edison Golden Bears have a lot of fans.
6-0 is our score here to start the game. Well, on the midway through the first quarter, as the Golden Bears will take a run up the middle to the 25-yard line.
It was Jacob Gonzalez again on a speed option, and you saw that one. You saw that the tempo of that play makes it very difficult to defend. Jacob Gonzalez is only a sophomore, but he plays. He starts at quarterback, and he plays a lot of defensive back. He won't come off the field much.
Second down now for Edison. They'll bring trips to our near side. In the backfield is Daniel Vidal. He'll get the carry, but he goes nowhere. As a lot of congestion there as the Harlandale defense does a good surge.
The Edison Golden Bears are liking the run game. The Harlandale Indians are going to make it tough for them. Elias Perez, a defensive lineman, senior, but that front four, I'm going to say the front seven, is really tough. It's a very sound defensive unit that the Indians are fielding.
You know, Coach Gibbons talked about the size, Coach, of his offensive line, and I'm taking a peek at those guys, and boy, they are beefy.
What would Glenn Revel say?
Well, we all know that he'd call them big bodies. Whistles will blow.
Got a timeout on the field. The Edison Golden Bears don't like what they see. Coach Gibbons runs all kinds of formations. That one was not probably the one that he called, so he's calling the first of 3 timeouts allowed in the first half. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. We're back here at SAISD Sports Complex. We're still in the first quarter. Edison Golden Bears on their drive after a Harlandale touchdown, trying to make something happen with trips to the far side. They'll send a man in motion. Rolling right, keeping the football.
And the pass will go incomplete. Looking for his receiver, Alonso Perez.
As Gonzalez was rolling to his right, it looked like he was going to have some green grass to run on, but the Harlandale Indians, quick pursuit. The Golden Bears are doing a great job of sealing off the edge to get Gonzalez outside, but the pursuit was intense, and Gonzalez had to throw the ball. I thought that was going to be a long run for Gonzalez. Instead, he had to throw the ball away when he saw about 6 Indians converging on him.
Jacob Gonzalez, the quarterback, sophomore for the Edison Golden Bears. Low punt, takes a favorable bounce for the Golden Bears, and the ball will go out of bounds in Harlandale territory. So the Indians will take over at their own 47-yard line with 4:16 to go in the first quarter.
A little bit of an Australian rules type kick there. Doesn't have to be pretty, but as long as it's a nice long kick, then the Edison Golden Bears coaches are going to like that. Aiden Morin, it looked like he was thinking about it. That ball was rolling alongside the Harlandale Indian sideline, and I'm sure he had more than one coach say, get away, get away. We're okay with the start at our own 47-yard line.
So the Indians will come out in a shotgun formation. Silva, the back. Silva gets the call. Silva avoids 4 tackles and gets a first down all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Second 10-plus yard carry for Gio Silva, and an offensive coordinator likes nothing more than getting a first down on first down. You don't even have to think of your situation, second and third and so forth. Gio Silva getting it done for the Harlandale Indians on the ground so far tonight.
Coach, just the way, we've talked about this in a couple of the games that we've already done, but just the way that Silva runs, obviously he's not a very big running back, but he certainly is nifty in between tackles and able to get away. Play action, the pass incomplete. The Indians trying to catch the Golden Bears off guard, and the pass was intended for Eli Herrera.
Pass overthrown. The Indians, I believe, still yet to complete a forward pass. Getting back to your point on Gio Silva, you think football and you think that it is a big body sport, but sometimes you get the idea that a small running back behind a big line, there's an advantage. You can get lost in there, and he's able to, see and find exactly if it's a stretch play, find the gap where he wants to run through, who blocked whom, who won their block, and perhaps it's to Gio's advantage to be a little smaller than the offensive line.
Well, he's certainly doing a great job for the Indians so far, as he has touched the football and things have happened when he gets it.
Got a delay of game is being called here. The play clock went down quickly on the Harlandale Indians, and it didn't look like Sesto was in any hurry, so I think he kind of got distracted there. A 5-yard penalty brings the ball back to the Edison Golden Bear 48.
Out of the shotgun, Sesto on a screen, complete to Gio Silva. Silva has room on the sideline and finally gets pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
So a screen pass, the Harlandale Indians using the Edison Golden Bears rush against them. I like to call that football judo, and Gio Silva getting done on the ground, and they're on a screen pass, a nice 20-yard gain for Silva and the Indians. Sesto, fake handoff over to the right sideline. It's the first completed pass of the evening. That'll go for about 8 or 9 yards. We'll see where they spot that. That was Christian Huizar at the end of Ulises Sesto's pass.
8-yard gain there for the Indians. Thank you, Coach. So the Indians relying on Gio Silva quite a bit as he is able to pick up some additional yards here. Second and short for the Indians as they are in Edison territory. Sesto out of the shotgun, gets it over to Silva, and Silva gets across the 20, still on his feet, bringing a Edison Golden Bear along for the ride down to the 7-yard line.
Gio Maytag. Silva in the spin cycle once again inside the 10-yard line. So this will be a first down, and bigger than that, first down and goal. Gio Silva getting it done.
7-yard line will be first and goal.
So a first and goal scenario now here for the Indians, as that was a 13-yard gain there, 14-yard gain for Silva.
That is at least his third 10-plus yard rush of the evening. We're still in the first quarter.
Sixth play of the drive. Silva gets the call again, but this time the Edison Golden Bears have had enough. In the backfield, making the tackle. I believe that was number 15. And they'll give it to Adrian Sanchez. Excuse me, Coach.
A lot of read option here in the Harlandale Indians offense. Sesto just riding Silva through the line of scrimmage, reading that defensive end. If that defensive end holds and waits for Sesto, Sesto gives the ball to Silva. If the end comes crashing down like he did there, he can pull it. Sesto did not. I'm sure that Coach Lozano is going to visit with Sesto about when to pull that football.
But a yard loss on that play. It's second and goal from the 9, and Gio Silva will get in from the 9-yard line on a 9-yard touchdown run. Gio Silva with the touchdown.
The Harlandale Indians always set up in the swinging gate, and they're going to snap it from there again. Braylon Tovar one-on-one. And broken up by the Edison Golden Bear defender. That's Jalen Nichols, 3 versus 3 over there on the far corner. Again, the extra point conversion is no good, so the Indians have scored 2 touchdowns, have 12 points to show for it. We got less than a minute to go in the first quarter. You're watching high school football on the SAISD, at the SAISD complex on RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual classes, coaching, special education, and more. Here at Harlandale, we are inspiring our students to be the change. Join us today and make a difference tomorrow. Apply now at harlandale.net/apply.
Back here at SAISD Sports Complex, Coach.
A 53-yard scoring drive. It took the Indians 7 plays to get into the end zone. Took and 3 minutes and 19 seconds. A 9-yard run by Gio Silva scored it. And here's the kickoff.
From the 22, he gets knocked down right at the 28-yard line.
You know, Bobby, like I said, I always come back to watch the streams after I'm done streaming, and I've watched the 2 Harlandale games so far this year on our channel on RC Audio Sports, and you know, I'm watching these last 2 drives. I'm going to go back to that Southwest game. The Indians on the last time that they scored, I'm going to tell you that drive was just a thing of beauty. And the Indians have been able to put 2 back-to-back drives, really focused on the run game. The Edison Golden Bears yet to answer.
So the Golden Bears here wanting to do something. They get it on, keep it on the ground, I should say. The ball carry was Alonso Perez, as he got a couple of yards, maybe a yard.
Brought down by David Tristan over there on the backside, stayed at home, and was rewarded for that. A nice squared up tackle for Tristan, and a very short gain for the Golden Bears. The Golden Bears, Bobby, are yet to move the chains, so their 4th possession here this evening in the first quarter. This will probably be the last play of the first quarter unless the Bears fail to complete a pass and stop the clock, but the time winding down.
Out of the shotgun, they send a man in motion. Drop him back. Right side, nice pass. Is it taken away out of the air? Interception by the Harlandale Indians. That's number 11. Aiden Modine
playing center field there, and Boy, he really got a little bit of a vertical there to deny the grab. It was Isaiah Mendez-Armstrong that was really behind the defense, but a nice read by Aiden. Center field grab at the fence. Saved the home run.
Talking about, Coach Gibbons talked about the defense for the Indians when he asked what are some of the concerns for the Harlandale Indians, and he talked about the defense for the Indians.
And they have played really, offensive defense for the Indians have played very well. We're going to come back after a break. Do you want to keep it here, Bob?
Yeah,
let's keep it here.
They're
the Indians coming back. The Indians have played very well, as the Golden Bears, especially last week against a very good Robstown team. The Golden Bears showed up and played a very, very good game. Lost that one 13-27. Here at home now, they're playing a Harlandale Indian team that's looking for their first win of the season, just as the Bears are. Somebody going home on the happy bus for the first time in 2025 tonight.
So the Indians, after that interception by Aiden Modine, play action, roll out, left side. Sesto has a man. That's Tovar. Tovar across the 35, down near the 30 to the, well, they'll say the 34 maybe? 33.
Braylon Tovar was a target there for Sesto. We've seen Braylon on the basketball court, and nice little rebound for Braylon.
Indians looking to get the passing game going as they go to another pass. The pass incomplete. This time they were looking for the intended receiver. There was Eli Herrera. But I think, Coach, this might be the most passing attempts that we've seen in the game so far this season for the Indians. Is they're really trying to get Sesto into some kind of
coming into the game, 36 passing attempts against 59 rushing attempts. So they do lean pretty heavily to the running game, and you see the Indians now, after Gio Silva having a couple of really good drives, airing it out a bit. Under center this time for Sesto. The handoff. This time is Aguillon, and he has some room inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. So another big gain for the Indians. 18 yards on that pickup. 18 yards in the pickup, and they are in the red zone once again, threatening to get a 3-touchdown lead on the Edison Golden Bears early in the second quarter. Coach Lozano, Coach Heil, doing a great job of mixing it up here in the early going.
Mixing it up, indeed. They are now under center again with one receiver split to each side. They toss it old school left side. Aguillon gets into the end zone untouched from the 15.
Swinging gate quickly challenging the Golden Bears to set up. If the Indians like what they see, they'll snap it from the swinging gate. If Coach Lozano says let's go for one, as it looks like he is going to, we get a full platoon substitution here to go from the swinging gate to the extra point attempt. Still plenty of time on the game clock to count out 11. Sesto will hold.
So this will be their first extra point attempt. Short snap, but the kick by Jose Luis Flores is good. So the Indians will have a 19-0 lead here in this second quarter with 10:53 to go. We'll be right back. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports 2.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
We're back here at SAISD Sports Complex where the Indians put another score on the board, Coach.
It came after Aiden Modine's big interception, setting up the Harlandale Indians offense at their own 42-yard line. So a 4-play, 58-yard drive was punctuated by a touchdown run by number 22, Julian Aguillon. The score here, 19-0, 10 minutes, 53 seconds left to play.
Jose Luis Flores gets a high kick, fielded at the 10. Coming out from the 20 are the Bears, and that was Jacob Gonzalez.
Jacob Gonzalez, a return man, a quarterback, DB, a sophomore, a leader on the squad, as Coach Gibbons was telling us before the game.
It'll be 1st and 10.
Aiden Gonzalez has got a bright future ahead of him.
At the 18-yard line.
Coach, Bobby, a couple of fun facts here. This is the 63rd time that Harlandale and Edison have faced each other on the football field, a series that dates back to 1932.
I was going to ask, how many of those have you seen? But that would be only if they played every year.
Exactly.
Yeah. Here come the Golden Bears as Gonzalez manages to make something happen there, taking it up the middle of the field and getting to about the 26 to 27-yard line.
We're video streaming games, and before that, we were audio streaming. I think at the beginning of this rivalry, it was maybe the RC Audio Sports Homing Pigeon, or the RC Homing Pigeon Sports stream. I don't even know what to call it, but maybe before audio it was homing pigeons. Yeah. I know that's really the case. I've read a story where the San Antonio Express News did have homing pigeons, and they were sending scores from Austin. And actually, yeah, that's a true story. True story. Face mask against the Harlandale Indians, a live ball foul, 15-yard penalty, but a face mask always comes with a first down, and obviously so in this case, as the ball will be marked off now. The line of scrimmage will be moved up to the 38-yard line. So one way or another, this is the Edison Golden Bears' first time to move the chains. I'm sure that they will take this opportunity.
So here we go. Edison looking to get something going here as they send Alonso in motion. Gonzalez will keep it himself, but staying home on defense, making the stop there is
Flag on the play.
40. Is that 46, 49?
I'm going to say 49. Hard to read on the jersey fold, but I think that's 49, Bobby. Another flag. The umpire threw this one, and this one will go against the Golden Bears. It's holding against the Bears. That will be a 10-yard penalty, and live ball foul will replay the down. So looks like they're going to start from the line of scrimmage, 10 yards back. Instead of 1st and 10, it's going to be 1st and 20. Harlandale leads the series 32, 27, and 3, and has won the last 5 games, the last 5 times that they have met on the football field. I've got a good one. From 1994 to 2023, the Harlandale Indians football team was led by a Edison alum. Almost 30 years.
Yeah, 2 coaches. Out of the shotgun for Gonzalez. Right side, Alonso has room, has a couple of blocks, and he gets a few yards all the way down to the 32.
And we've got a flag on the field for the third consecutive play.
Yeah, that'll be the third one.
Looking over at the white hat and holding again. That'll be a 10-yard penalty against the Golden Bears. Good time to introduce the officiating crew. The referee is Eddie Elizalde. The umpire is Gino DeMonico. The head linesman, Amado Ayala. Line judge, Danny Lengo. Back judge is Diego Agado Jr. Field judge, Valerie McIntosh. And side judge, Cody Bays. So a 10-yard penalty, 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30 yards, still first down. 1st and 30, the Golden Bears will snap this one from inside their 20-yard line.
And
from
before
the 18
that, there was a penalty, but that one was on the Indians.
Went on the Indians.
On the face mask. So
three consecutive plays, 15, 25, 35 yards of penalties in 3 consecutive plays.
Ball now on the 23-yard line. We should be still on 2nd down. No, 1st down as the handoff goes to Alonso Perez, going to the right side. The defense for Harlandale was all over that. And boy, one player for the defense just stands tall amongst all of them. And of course, that's number 9 for Harlandale, Michael Henderson.
Agustin Sanchez ends the play there for the Harlandale Indians, but again, he was assisted. Maybe not an official assisted tackle, but he was assisted by that pursuit, and the running back really had nowhere to go, and the Indians tackle for about a 1-yard gain.
Officially, this is the third play of the drive here. Gonzalez rolling out to his left side, looking downfield, sees no one, has to take it himself, and he'll go out of bounds as he ran out of room just crossing the 20.
Good decision there by Jacob Gonzalez. That's a tough play. He rolls to his left. He's right-handed, so he's got to get his feet set to throw a right-handed pass. And right here, probably in the minds of the Edison Golden Bears offensive staff, is not so much a first down, but this is about field position. Let's move it up as far as we can. We don't want to punt from inside our 20. We're going to try not to punt from inside our 30. But if we have to punt, let's try to get as much field position as we can before we have to give the ball up.
Gonzalez out of the shotgun. Quick pass to the right side. It's completed. Still on his feet there.
A lateral pass, Bobby. That was going to be a double pass. And so that was a backwards pass, and looked like the Edison Golden Bears was looking for the old double pass. Fade double pass. Number 25 for Harlandale is Eric Dominguez. He was not fooled by it and stayed right with his man and did not come up on the play. The Edison Golden Bears had to tuck and run, and not nearly enough for a first down.
That was Ryan Lopez, also listed as a quarterback and is a freshman for Edison. So the Golden Bears ready to punt it. Aiden Morin back at his own 40. It is a high one. Morin will take a fair catch, and they will get the football at their own 41. The Harlandale Indians will have the football.
And Aiden Morin secures that for Harlandale. The Harlandale will start this possession from near midfield. The Edison Golden Bears trailing here with 8 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's 19-0, the scoreboard favoring the Harlandale Indians.
Indians have scored on their last 3 possessions. In between one of those was an interception by Aiden Morin to set up the Indians on their 3rd touchdown. So now the Harlandale Indians from under center. Sesto drops back. Gio Silva will get the call, and this time the Edison Golden Bears are prepared for the attack. On the tackle there was Roland Ruelas.
Bobby, we talked about an Edison High School alum leading the Harlandale Indian football program for the last 29 years. We'll fill in the blanks. Isaac Martinez, of course, was one of those. And then Albert Torres succeeded Coach Martinez. So for 29 years, it's been a Golden Bear at the helm of the Harlandale Indians football team. Now it's Coach Coach Lozano in his second year as a head coach.
Coach Lozano having to, right now, with a 19-point lead here. So a timeout will be taken. Coach, let's keep it right here. Let's get some of our sponsors on. And we'll get Presidio for you.
Presidio Concrete, second year as on our sponsorship team. We are so thankful for them and very proud to have them on our sponsorship team. I was talking to Bobby the other day about how we've assembled a team of professionals, just people that you want in your corner when you're doing some big things. If you've got a construction project, if you need concrete, big or small, they've done things like Veterans Memorial Stadium, the gorilla enclosure at the San Antonio Zoo, foundations for houses, slabs for porches. Presidio Concrete, they're one of the professionals that we've assembled that you want in your corner if you have a big job coming. Matt Hakes, Southway Ford, Anthony Martinez, David Benavides in the car sales business for decades. And again, you want them in your corner if you're buying a used car, a new car, you got to trade in. David Benavides, Anthony Martinez at Matt Hakes, Southway Ford in the heart of Southside San Antonio will guide you through that process. Get a pro in your corner when you're doing a big thing.
Thank you, Coach. Sesto, the handoff to Silva. Silva this time gets to the 45. as he had to work for those yards. As I can see, the Edison Golden Bear defense stepping it up a notch here.
Gio Silva stopped after a 3-yard gain, and the Edison Golden Bears have got to be feeling good about that. The Gio has been hard to stop, and he's got several carries already for 10-plus yards at the 3rd down and 7. This is a big down for the Golden Bears. This could serve to change some of the momentum that has been all Harlandale all night long.
The Bears rush 4. Sesto drops back, left side, pass is caught, and additional yardage across the 40. That is Christian Weezar with the reception and the 1st down.
Nice catch by Christian Weezar. Had to go up to get it, and then he makes the first defender miss and tacks on about another 7 yards on the play. So a 3rd and 7, the Harlandale Indians are able to convert. They've got it across the 40-yard line, now at the 38. And the Golden Bears have got to be thinking about making a stop here.
17-yard completion for the Indians. And Sesto out of the shotgun with 2 receivers to our near side. Silva, no. Play action. Pass is caught across the 30, down to the 25. That's, again, Christian Weezar.
Christian Weezar, and I love to see a receiver that makes a catch on first touch. No bobble in that catch, and that means you can grab that ball and turn and run and make decisions instead of having to spend a second or a second and a half trying to get possession of the ball. That's the difference between a good and a great receiver. Can you catch it on first touch, or is there a bobble in your catch?
2 back-to-back 1st downs for the Indians by the hands of Weezar. 13-yard pickup for the Indians. Out of the shotgun, Silva, play action, the pass. Oh, almost a laser dart, but the pass wasn't able to be brought in.
The target was Christian Weezar, and the Indians have had a couple of opportunities at that slant. Sesto just a little bit uncalibrated on it. It was on Christian's back hip, and catchable, but it would have been a very tough catch. The incomplete pass, line of scrimmage remains 2nd and 10 now.
So the Indians knocking on the door here. They're at the Edison 25-yard line. Little movement on the line, nothing to encroach. Sesto keeps it himself, has plenty of room, needs to outrun a defender, and he does on a 25-yard touchdown run as Unisys Sesto takes it upon himself and gets into the end zone.
Second time that call has been good for 6 points. It was the same call that the Indians had on their first touchdown. Again, Sesto rides Silva for a long time, getting the defense to move in that direction. He pulls the ball, comes counter, runs to the corner and scores. The extra point, again, it's a 1-point conversion, and the officials tell us it's good. So the Indians now with a 26-0 lead, 5 minutes and 23 seconds left to play in the first half. You're watching high school football at the SAISD Sports Complex on RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. We'll be back.
At San Antonio ISD, parents and students have a choice to pick the best schools, a choice to take programs that explore a student's interests, and a choice to grow while keeping the future in mind. With so many options to best fit a student's needs, why go anywhere else? Choose SAISD.
Apply now at saisd.net/enroll or call 210-554-2660 for more information.
And what was the touchdown?
We're back here at San Antonio's south side, the Burbank High School SAISD Sports Complex. And Coach, another touchdown.
Let me give you the I'll give you the recap right after this return, Bobby.
As the Golden Bears bring it back, plenty of room, lots of speed, run on the sideline into Harlandale territory. What a fantastic run there by the Edison Golden Bears. And there are flags on the play. On that run back was Gary Lopez, the junior.
Over there on the far sideline, a couple of flags. The referee is going to tell us just exactly what the penalty is, and we're going to watch closely. Putting the flag back in his pocket. Holding against the return team, so that's going to nullify some of that yardage. The Harlandale Indians started their last possession at their own 41-yard line. It was a 6-play, 59-yard drive that took about 2 minutes and 52 seconds. A 25-yard run. Ulises Sesto on a read option. Keeper, quarterback counter, scored on a 25-yard run.
Well, after all the math is done, where the foul occurred and the ball is now, it is at the Edison 20-yard line.
Unfortunate for the Golden Bears. That was their biggest play of the evening, and a couple of flags are going to nullify that play. And instead of starting in Harlandale territory, way back at their own 20 now.
Gonzalez out of the shotgun with trips to the far side, and he hands it off to his running back. And take a look at that number.
The Edison Golden Bears and the Harlandale Indians have met once in the playoffs in 1985. It was when the UIL had expanded to 2 teams going to the playoffs. First and second place team. Harlandale finished second, played the Edison Golden Bears that had finished first in their district, and Edison won that game at Alamo Stadium in 1985. It was 24-20 in favor of the Golden Bears. Bobby, you know somebody that played on that team.
85. Maybe uncle, 2 uncles. Low snap for Gonzalez, and he manages to get away from 3 or 4 Harlandale Indian defenders before he is brought down at the 22-yard line.
Team defense for the Harlandale Indians. Each play we can call out the number of the tackler, but my goodness, the pursuit is just relentless. And kudos to the Harlandale Indians defense for their pursuit. They're just all around the ball. It just doesn't seem like that running back has a whole lot of choices to make.
Would that have been my uncle Raul? 85?
I believe it was.
All right. So the Edison Golden Bears on a 3rd and 9 situation here. They have 2 receivers to our near side, so they're going to run an option, but he gets swallowed by Henderson. And he somehow broke through that offensive line and made the quarterback sack.
My goodness, he got there back before Gonzalez could hand it off. It was number 24 coming back from the handoff. It was going to be Azia Mendez Armstrong, a little bit of a reverse, inside give, reverse, and the Harlandale defender was there before the handoff could take place. We've got a timeout on the field. I'm going to have to check with the PA announcer to find out who called it. Either team here would have been logical. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
I've been working for Harlandale for 23 years. I'm the first person they see, and I like to work with kids. Here at Harlandale, we're a team. And when it comes to delivering the kids safely to school, we all work together and we accomplish the mission.
Join Harlandale ISD as a bus driver and become a vital part of our education community. Enjoy a fulfilling career with competitive pay starting at $19 an hour. Apply today at harlandale.net/apply.
Come be a part of the Harlandale legacy.
We're back here at SAISD Sports Complex.
Bobby, it was the Harlandale Indians who called that timeout, trying to conserve a little bit of that clock because the Edison Golden Bears are going to punt, and it looks like the Indians will have a good field position if Aiden Morin can field this punt.
That punt nearly blocked, but it will be short. Morin dangerously goes into a pack of Bears to get the fair catch, and the Indians will have fantastic field position at the Edison Golden Bear 30-yard line.
Inside, in fact, the nose of the ball at the the nose at the ball outside the 30-yard line, the other nose of the ball right at the 30. So a short field for the Harlandale Indians offense. The Indians up 26-0, 3 minutes plus still left here in the second quarter. Remember that high schools and colleges this year have a 2-minute warning, so it's like an additional timeout.
Indians set at the line of scrimmage here. Aguillon back in the game. He'll get the handoff, and I checked that. That's Gabriel Salazar who got the handoff, and he goes in for 30 yards into the end zone.
Gabriel Salazar, a backup quarterback and a running back, still just a junior, gets a handoff, Bobby. I don't know that the Golden Bears laid a paw on him. He was in the end zone before a Golden Bear touched him. So the Harlandale Indians have scored again. 32 points, trying to make it 33. The officials tell us that did go through the upright, so the Indians are successful at making it 33-0. 2 minutes and 58 seconds left to play in the second quarter. We're going to keep it right here and tell you about some other professionals that we think you should have in your corner. This year, RC Audio Sports has assembled just a team of professionals. Yvette Diaz in that team is somebody that you want in your corner if you're making a Medicare decision or an insurance decision, if you're coming upon a Medicare age, you're eligible for that, or even if you are already on Medicare. Medicare works this way. Every year you get to re-enroll. Every year, if you don't like your policy, you get to re-enroll. Have a professional, have Yvette Diaz in your corner telling you option A, option B, option C. This is what you can get. The number is right there on the screen. If you don't have a pen, we archive all of our games. Come back and find late in the second quarter to get Yvette Diaz's contact information.
Coach, I know you usually do this, but I'll do it for you. One play, 30 yards, 9 seconds off the clock for the Indians on a 30-yard run by Salazar.
Junior, quarterback, backup, and running back.
Jose Luis Flores boots this one. That's going to go into the end zone and into the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jose Luis Flores gets that one into the end zone. And, Bobby, you've heard me say this many times. If I'm a special teams coach and I can find a kicker that'll kick it through the end zone, I will take that every time. Just you guys can have it. If you want to, you guys can have it at the 25-yard line every single play. And love to have a kicker that can do that. That's a weapon, I think, a weapon that's underrated, maybe a little bit under the radar, but that's a great weapon to have for special teams. There's a flag over there on the play, way back here at the 40. It's a personal foul, blocking below the waist, and that has to be the return team that's blocking. So instead of getting it at the 25, instead of getting that freebie at the 25, a block that's too low, it's illegal. That's a 15-yard penalty, but from the 25, that'll be half the distance. So that's going to be the 12.5-yard line. And I know my wife, Deanna, the former math teacher, is listening, so, hey, that's for you, Deanna. 25 divided by 2, 12.5. See if the officials got it right. Not the 13, it's a 12.5.
Well, they don't have a 12.5 on the board, so we'll call it 13 here. Here we go, a pass completed. That was Isaiah Mendez-Armstrong.
Looked like the intended play was a little bit of a tunnel screen, but again, the Harlandale Indian defense getting there in a hurry, and Mendez-Armstrong had to think twice about coming back to the middle of the field and opted to go out. A nice gain on the play. You'd like to get 5 yards on first down. Nothing wrong with that. So 2nd down and 5 for the Golden Bears. The clock is not their friend here as it's winding down to the 2-minute mark, and if they don't get this off in 3 seconds, 2 and 1, we're going to get to the 2-minute warning.
And it is going to be the 2-minute warning, Coach, but we'll keep it right here as well. Just let's catch up as well.
I think we've got one more professional that we need to talk about here before it's 7 Cents Media. 7 Cents Media, you know them. Isaiah Castro, Sebastian Castro, Arissa Castro. You know them as members of the RC Audio Sports production team. When they're not working for RC Audio Sports, they've got 7 Cents Media, professional videographers, photographers, can help you with a podcast, with a documentary, with a music video. If you got a special event that you would like photographed or streamed even, 7 Cents Media can do that for you. Another professional that you need to have in your corner when you're doing big things.
And as you can see there, they do some pretty big things. But your coach, just kind of wanted to use this time right here to talk a little bit about this first game. I know I've had the last couple of weeks been able to cover the Harlandale Indians, and they've struggled a little bit, and it looks like tonight things are working for them on offense and on defense. They've lost a couple of games with a close margin. I think if you count both games, I think it's a 5-point.
1-5, so lost both games by a combined 6 points.
So it looks like things are working for the Indians. Next is the defense still, and it's Henderson. Well, what happened there?
Henderson finally, they had the quarterback wrapped up. Gonzalez wisely threw it away, and the officials, the sideline here, the coaches on the Harlandale sideline are saying, where's the receiver? Who was he throwing to? Intentional grounding is what they want, because Gonzalez did not leave the tackle box. And so if you're inside the tackle box, you've got to throw it in the vicinity of a receiver. You can't just throw it beyond your line of scrimmage. It says 2nd and 5. I'm going to guess it's 3rd and 5. The down marker catching up to us now. So 3rd and 5. Just checking to see if the color guy was paying attention.
Out of the shotgun. Gonzalez being chased by a few Indians. The pass is complete. And a big play here for Edison. It looks like they're going to be very close to a first down as it was completed to Alonso Perez.
Alonso Perez coming back across the middle, and the Edison Golden Bears will move the chains and will earn their first down of the evening. So the Harlandale Indians just having a stellar evening. The Golden Bears don't get a first down until under 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. And it is their first earned one. They had a first down earlier in the game, but it was the result of a penalty. So 1st and 10 for the Golden Bears, just outside their 20-yard line.
Gonzalez out of the shotgun. Bettis in the backfield. Gonzalez keeps it himself, and he is brought down on the tackle there for the Indians. Number 46. Isaac Bettis.
Bobby, Coach David Gibbons is one of 5 new head coaches here at SAISD. For YMLA, it's Andrew Campos, who was promoted from the OC position. Steve Garcia over at BRAC came over from Lanier. He was an assistant coach for South Day as a coordinator over there. Edison is David Gibbons, an offensive coordinator from Sotomayor that came over. Jefferson is being led by Randy Badillo, who came over from South San. And Burbank, Mitchell Ricker is a head coach who was a coordinator at Lee.
Keeping it on the ground, the Golden Bears get to the 27, and that is going to do it for the end of the first half. It is the Harlandale Indians 33, the Edison Golden Bears 0. We ask you to keep it right here. We're going to take maybe a quick break, but when we come back, the Harlandale Indian marching band will come out into the field, and of course, after that, we will showcase the Edison Golden Bears band as well. So keep it right here. Coach, anything before we take a break?
Looking forward to halftime performances.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. It'll be halftime.
And we bring you back live to the SAISD Sports Complex, where the dance teams and the marching bands will perform. RC Audio Sports and RC Audio Sports 2 always keeps our cameras live for the halftime performances. We hope that you are staying with us. We're going to turn my mic down. We're going to turn the field mic up just a little bit, and we're going to enjoy the show with you. Here come the Harlandale High School Golden Dancers.
Introducing the glitz, the glamour, the pride of Harlandale. The 2025-2026 Golden Dancers. The Golden Dancers are under the direction of Ms. Marisa Espinosa. Introducing officers, Social Vice President, Leila Rodriguez. Social President, Valeria Salazar. Introducing your line officers. Second Major, Tatiana Sandoval. First Major, Ariana Torres. Lieutenant Colonel, Larissa Garcia. Colonel Michaela Garcia. Dancer of the Week, Viviana Trejo.
How, tribe? Aren't you glad you're an Indian? Don't you wish everyone were? Now here they are, from Fredericksburg to Gettysburg, Austin to Boston, Alice to Dallas, from over the Red River to the Rio Grande and everywhere in between. We're proud to present to you the real pride of the South Side, the $1 Million Band from Indian Land. Band member of the week is Thomas Alderete. Band section of the week, High Brass. Color guard member of the week, Sarah Torres. Drum majors are Abela Trevino, Federico Gallegos, and Eliora Espinosa. Tonight, the $1 Million Band will perform their UIL show entitled Picture It My Way. Drum majors, the field is yours.
want nacho. You want nacho? Un jalapeno.
School band staff are percussion tech Joseph Flores and Isabel Villarreal. Color guard directors Frankie Martinez. Assistant band directors are Tish Bonilla and Kay Kuglis. Band director for the $1 Million Band from Indian Land is Mr. Anthony Castillo. The Harlandale High School principal is Andrew Martinez. Harlandale Independent School District's Fine Arts Coordinator is Mr. Edward Rios. And the Harlandale Independent School District Superintendent, Mr. Gerardo Soto. The Harlandale High School Band would like to thank their parents, the band boosters, the Harlandale community, and their continued support. Thank you for your
And there you have it, the halftime performances of the Harlandale Golden Dancers and the $1 Million Band from Indian Land. We're going to take a real short break, and we're going to catch the Edison High School halftime performance. Don't go away.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
We're at halftime at the SAISD Sports Complex here, just right off the campus of Burbank High School. The Edison Golden Bears, who are the home team tonight, will perform now at halftime. We'll enjoy that with you. It is the
ladies and gentlemen, tonight
Edison Golden Bear dancing will be on the field
their
first.
varsity Honey Bears performing to Bad Romance, played by our award-winning Golden Bear Band. The senior Honey Bear members are Golden Dancer Sophia Baldazo, Golden Dancer Wendy Carrion, Golden Dancer Savannah Hernandez, Golden Dancer Isabella Luna Garza, Golden Dancer Kaylee Ramirez, Golden Dancer Heaven Reyes Salinas, Golden Dancer Giselle Sanchez, Golden Dancer Serenity Sanchez, Golden Dancer Zachary Segovia, Varsity Cheerleader Isabella Mendoza, Varsity Cheerleader Sarah Saldana, and Varsity Cheerleader Ariana Valdez. The Honey Bears are under the direction of Jacqueline Lopez. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. The Honey Bears. And now, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Edison High School is proud to present the Edison Golden Bear Marching Band. The Edison Golden Bear Band proudly presents Pathways, Movements 1 and Movement 2. Trumpet soloist is Chloe Ibarra. Pathways will explore the journey of life and how we navigate it. The obstacles we encounter along the way define who we are, regardless of which path we travel. The band is under the field direction of Eric Gonzalez and Donna Rangel. Section of the week is the trumpets. Thank you, band, for all your hard work this week. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy Pathways. lifeguard instructor is Samantha Bravo. The percussion instructor is Alex Silva. The front ensemble instructor is Nick Rosas. A special thank you to the amazing Golden Bear Band Boosters for all of their hard work. The Edison Band will also like to thank Principal Dr. Terriello and the rest of the administrative team for their continuous...
Yeah, and those were the two halftime performances, first by the visiting Harlandale High School dance team and marching band, and then the hosting Edison High School dance team and marching band. RC Audio Sports, RC Audio Sports 2, we will always keep our cameras rolling for the halftime performances, and if you ever want to come back and watch them, we archive them on our channels. RC Audio Sports is one of them. RC Audio Sports 2 is the other. We thank you for joining us. We're going to take a short break as the teams get ready to come through their huddles. We'll take a short break before we bring you the second half.
You're here, and we love that you're here. Despite all the hardships that we have faced, you've overcome them. Now that you're back, let's dream big. You have big ideas, big plans, and we have the teachers, coaches, faculty, and resources to make those big things happen. So come to class every day and let's do this together. This school year, your school year, is just beginning. From everyone at San Antonio ISD, let's dream big together.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
We bring you back to SAISD Sports Complex as the Harlandale Indians are coming back out of halftime. They lead 33-0. Let's get you caught up into the first half. But before we do that, Coach, should we thank some of our sponsors?
Absolutely. We've assembled a group of professionals that we feel like you should have these professionals in your corner if you're doing big things. Presidio Concrete, if you've got a construction project ahead of you, residential or commercial, public or private, that includes concrete work, don't start that project without a phone call to Presidio Concrete. If you're a big contractor and you get a big job, you want to bid on a big job that includes concrete, make sure that Presidio Concrete is bidding on that on the sub part, on the concrete part of that job. If you've got a porch, if you got a platform, if you've got a house foundation that you've got to get poured, Presidio Concrete. Matt Hakes, Southway Ford, Anthony Martinez, David Benavides, integral to getting this partnership to happen. Located right in the heart of the Southside San Antonio. If you're looking to buy a car, buy a new vehicle or a used vehicle, want to get the best trade-in value on yours, a car for you that you need to get these kids around to their practices and their games and so on and so on, or if you've got a teen in your house that is ready for their first vehicle, Mac Hakes, Southway Ford, David Benavides, Anthony Martinez, they're pros. Put them in your corner. Get it done right.
All right, thank you, Anthony and David and the folks over at Presidio and everybody.
Gonzalez, Dre Gutierrez.
You know, Coach, you mentioned something. Have them in your corner because they're in our corner right now. They are our go-tos because without those sponsors, we're not able to bring you what we bring you each week.
We can only do this because of their support and their loyalty, and we appreciate them so much, and we're so proud of the team that we've assembled.
So the second half has begun, and the Bears have take it back from their own 10-yard line, and a nice run here across the 20 down to the 21, where the Golden Bears will have the football to start the second half of play.
Number 8, Matthew Gill brings it all the way out to approximately the 21-yard
So Edison, which had a really rough time, and all because of that Harlandale defense. Was an interception, a couple of 3-and-outs. The Harlandale defense just being huge this evening.
Allowed only 1 first down in the first half. That's pretty huge.
Yeah, that is pretty insane here. But here we go. The Edison Golden Bears are looking to get something going. Play action. Roll out to the right side. The pass incomplete. Brings up 2nd down for the Golden Bears.
Harlandale defense playing first down pretty vanilla. Four-man front, and they were the only 4 to try to get into the backfield. The safeties playing it straight up. So they were able to hurry up to that swing pass, a pass over the head of the target. So it was incomplete. The linebackers did not have to follow through on their pursuit.
Second play here of this drive, which is the first drive of the second half. The Golden Bears will come out with 3 receivers to our near side. Gonzalez out of the shotgun. Hands it to Perez. No, he'll keep it himself, but he will go down, and oh boy, big Mike Henderson on the stop.
That's a big kid, Mike Henderson. We have we've seen him on the football field here before, and right there in the middle, he's played the defensive end. He's played the defensive tackle. Coach Lozano and Anson Cornwell, who is the defensive coordinator, looking for the best position to utilize his skills. He's been in that DT spot all evening long and really holding that spot down well. Michael Henderson, number 9.
Didn't he play basketball last
Played a
year
little basketball,
on the JV squad?
Yes, he did on the junior varsity squad. Exactly right.
We saw him on a couple plays before. Play action. Rolling out. Left side. Great pursuit by the Indians, led by Santiago Rivas.
Santiago Rivas, one of the leading tacklers for the Harlandale Indians. Roman Lopez, who wears number 6 for the season, had 16 tackles, 16 total tackles coming into the game tonight. Santiago Rivas right there with him, 16 total tackles as well. So a 3-and-out to start the third quarter for the Edison Golden Bears. And the Harlandale Indians showing no signs of letting up their defense, at least.
Omar Villegas, it's a high snap, but he's able to get it off. It's a high kick. Morin, fair catch at the 49, where the Indians will take over at their own 49. Coach, what I was trying to get to is I remember the first time I saw him was on the basketball court on the JV squad, us getting ready for, I believe it was a South San basketball game, varsity game, and the JV was playing before, and I think he had like the game winner on the JV.
Okay, yes.
If I remember correctly.
That. Yes, you're right. At South San.
Yes, at South San. And that was, of course, Michael Henderson, who we were talking about.
Defensive tackle. Post player for Eric De Los Santos on the Harlandale Indians football team. And Braylon Tovar, also a big part of the varsity squad for Coach De Los Santos. Sestu was playing some junior varsity basketball earlier in his career.
The handoff. No, it's a play action, and the pass incomplete. He was looking to get it to Christian Weisar, but incomplete.
Boy, that play was set up perfectly. Weisar undetected from his original spot out into the flats. He had a blocker out in front of him, and that play had the potential of going a long, long way if Sesto and Weisar would have been able to connect.
Second down here for the Indians, and this time it's a 3-receiver set to the top of the screen. Sesto out of the shotgun. Handoff. That goes to Aguillon. Aguillon battling his way, gets to the 44-yard line. So a nice little chunk there for
Julian
the Indians.
Aguillon, a senior running back, and just keeps churning those legs, even though he had gotten some contact. And, once again, looks like that play's not going but for a yard or two, but the weight room got another 4 or 5 yards on that, 6 yards total. So I'm going to give those 6 yards to combination Aguillon and the strength and conditioning coach at Harlandale.
You know, Coach, what a great combination of running backs. And I say historically, but you know better than me. We'll continue that in just a moment. Play action, Sesto on the run, keeps it himself, gets down inside the 35, down to the 30, and Sesto picking up a big first down for the Indians all the way to the 27-yard line, a 23-yard pickup for the Indians.
Talking about running backs, Bobby?
Yeah, I was talking about running backs, so big 1-2 combination, and that's something that we've seen in the past a lot for the Harlandale Indians. They've always had really good running backs and always running backs in the pipeline.
I think that, where that's concerned, also kudos to the offensive coordinators that have served here at Harlandale. I think Harlandale, the football program, has been very fortunate to have some really good offensive coordinators to get the schemes going. And, of course, Oscar Cardenas, a longtime assistant for Isaac Martinez, and Anson Cornwell was an offensive coordinator for Albert Torres, and Cornwell has moved over to the defensive side of the ball, and Cody Heil now handling the OC duties. But again, the scheme looks very sound, and like you said, there were some openings in that offensive and the defensive line that you thought that maybe I could have made it through there. I'm not so sure, but hey, thanks for the compliment.
Hey, 2 running backs now in the backfield. This is the first time I think we've seen that this evening. Looks like Aguillon and Silva. Silva will get the carry, right side, plenty of room, and no one going to catch him. He gets into the end zone for a touchdown, 26 yards for Gio Silva as he gets into the end zone, and another touchdown for the Harlandale Indians.
A block down and a kick out right there on the right side of the ball, and perfectly timed. Silva runs through that hole, and again, he's at the second level before the Edison Golden Bear defense really finds him, and as quick as he is, he's not going to get caught.
So the extra point, is it good?
Is good.
All right. Writing down my notes.
Look down for some notes here. The extra point is good. Jose Luis Flores taking care of that. So 40-0 now is the score. We're in the third quarter. The ROTC running the HHS flags on the far sideline. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We should say RC Audio Sports 2, the Dose YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
The San Antonio Independent School District has the resources, the staff, and the schools to take your inspiration and make it a reality. No matter where you live, what language you speak, or where you want to go, SAISD will get you there. Register now at saisd.net/enroll or call 210-554-2660.
Back here at SAISD Sports Complex at the campus, on the campus of Burbank High School. Indians again on the scoreboard. Coach?
50-yard scoring drive. Took the Indians 5 plays to get 50 yards. Finished with a 26-yard touchdown run by Gio Silva. 2 minutes and 45 seconds off the clock. And the Harlandale Indians now with a 40-0 lead. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
The Golden Bears will get the ball at their own 25 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
Gio Silva coming into the game, 34 carries and 145 yards. He was averaging 4.3 yards per carry, had 1 touchdown, and I'm pretty sure that 4.3 yards per carry is going to tick up after tonight's performance. Bobby, we were talking about the class of 2025 new head coaches in SAISD, but there's 3 programs that do not have new coaches. Lanier, South Deas, Houston, Jeremy Williams, and Highlands, Roger Landeros are back with their programs. And
nice block on the outside by the Golden Bears, and they pick up a couple of yards.
They'll serve as mentors for the 5 new head coaches in SAISD. One of them playing in 2A YMLA. Andrew Campos was promoted from the offensive coordinator. The other 4 playing in 12-5A D2. Steve Garcia moves over from Lanier, where he was a coordinator for South Deas, and Edison found David Gibbons, offensive coordinator for Soto, to lead their program. Randy Batillo came over from South San. He's leading the Jefferson program, and Mitchell Ricker over at Burbank from Lee. Mitchell Ricker, an interesting story. He was a defensive coordinator for Burbank, and actually he was an assistant coach for Wendell Harris and Mike Mull. And Wendell Harris enticed him to Lee to be his coordinator, and then when Mull moved on, Mitchell Ricker had created a great network here in the community, and when SAISD came calling, Mitchell Ricker answered that call.
Third down and 7 here for Edison, as they've put together a little drive here as they are getting ready to try and pick up a first down. Not if the Indians have anything to do with it, and the Indians defense surround Gonzalez and brought him down for a loss.
And that's been the story of the night. There's not a whole lot of escape. If you break a tackle, there's going to be another Indian nearby to finish the job. That was number 55 for Harlandale, Jackson Galvez, a junior defensive lineman with a sack. 4th and long, the Edison Golden Bears punter will come back out for another punt.
Villegas, Morin, fair catch.
After a couple of iffy receptions early in the game, I think Aiden Morin has calibrated himself to the lights and to the conditions here, and securing another punt for the Harlandale Indians, starting again around midfield. I don't know. That's, people will argue is midfield a short yard, a short field, or is it not? I call it a short field. If you get the ball at the 50-yard line, I think you're giving your offense a short field opportunity.
Halfway for sure.
You're halfway there, right?
Halfway. Mm-hmm. So the ball just shy of the 50 at the 47, the Indian 47, where they will take over with 5:24 in this third quarter. Sesto in at quarterback still with 2 backs. This one is Silva, and he gets across the 50 inside Edison territory to the 48.
Bobby, for the Edison Golden Bears, we've said the head coach is David Gibbons. The offensive coordinator is Jason Delgado. Defensive coordinator, Juan Vidal. Offensive line is coached by Moises Teas. Linebackers, William Horn handles them. Tommy Montoya is the receivers coach. Herman Alanis is the defensive backs coach. Danny Aguirre, running backs. Alexander Stoops coaches the defensive line. And Joshua Woodyard coaches defensive backs. An interesting story about the Golden Bears offensive coordinator. We'll be on that one in just a minute.
It's an end around, but there's some flags on the play as that carry was made by, I believe that was Aguillon.
Jason Delgado is the offensive coordinator for the Edison Golden Bears, and we had talked about how for 29 years the Harlandale program was led by a Harlandale alum. Well, there's an offensive coordinator now at Edison who is a Harlandale alum. And that's Jason Delgado, and to make the story more interesting, his brother is the offensive coordinator at Jefferson. So 2 brothers rising to the OC ranks at the same time. And leading the offensive units for their respective teams. And it's Thomas Jefferson and Thomas Jefferson. So the Tommy Bowl played in Week 10. That's going to be brother versus brother as offensive coordinator.
And in the family, they'll call that the Delgado Bowl. So after a penalty by the Indians, which I believe might be their first penalty of the game, I think.
William Henderson is in the chat room, and he's here to inform us that Michael Ray Henderson is my son. And every right to be proud of that. Thank you for joining us here in the chat room. We've got an injury on the field, and we're going to take a break while the trainers attend to him. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
The San Antonio Independent School District has the resources, the staff, and the schools to take your inspiration and make it a reality. No matter where you live, what language you speak, or where you want to go, SAISD will get you there. Register now at saisd.net/enroll or call 210-554-2660.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
We welcome you back here to SAISD's Sports Complex, the beautiful sports complex here on the campus of Burbank High School, a school that has also recently been renovated as well. So
rebuilt, not renovated. The old if you haven't been here recently, the old Burbank, not here anymore. It's new Burbank. A great job that SAISD and the community has done to rebuild that campus. It's a brand new Burbank High School campus. Beautiful.
Well, we got a new man in at quarterback, and he'll take it on the option himself. Salazar, hard to bring down inside the 30. Gabriel Salazar, as Coach Lozano feel comfortable enough with that lead to get in those two deeps.
And making a statement for maybe a few more minutes over here. Salazar is right there with that run. The coaches for the Harlandale Indians, Bobby, I haven't introduced them tonight. Cody Heil, the offensive coordinator. Anson Cornwell on defense. Tony Gonzalez coaches tight ends and H-backs. Willie Culpepper is the running back coach. Brandon Porter, the wide receivers coach. And we'll go through that list after this play.
Salazar, after a 17-yard pickup, he hands the ball over to Aguillon, but Aguillon gets swallowed up by big number 66. That's Roman Herrera.
Ben Ramirez coaches the offensive line. Quarterback coach is Jordan Pettis, a former quarterback for the Harlandale Indians. The defensive line is coached by Roger Dominguez. Cornerbacks by Jamie Sanchez. The safeties are coached by Frank Aguilar, the head coach of the Harlandale Indian soccer team. Alex Olivares, the head coach of the baseball team, coaches linebackers. And the defensive line is coached by Justin Chacon. Athletic trainers are Jorge Palanco and Justice Chacon.
Out of the shotgun now for Salazar. Play action. The pass is dropped. And it was intended for number 88, junior wide receiver Brian Lopez.
RC Audio Sports 2, we're going to stream all 18 games that are played at SAISD Complex this year. This is the third year running that we are doing this, and we can't express our thanks enough to SAISD for trusting us with this. We love shining light on the SAISD programs, their coaches, their kids, their communities, and really a labor of love. And thank you, SAISD, for trusting us with this.
Salazar calls his own number and was looking to go outside and decided to take it up the middle for another gain inside the 20 to, I believe that's the 18.
Kind words, Mr. Henderson, and we are glad that you are here watching, and kind words like that, I'm telling you, fuel us, and we love what we do. We're thankful to our sponsors for allowing this to happen. Thankful to SAISD for giving us this opportunity, third year running. Again, just a labor of love.
Play action. Pass is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. The pass was completed to Armando Lopez. Gabriel Salazar, the backup quarterback, coming in and showing that he also belongs on the field as well.
Roman Lopez, or who was the receiver, Bobby?
Number 80.
Number 80 was
Armando Lopez.
Armando Lopez, number 80. I'm going to say Munoz on the roster, Armando Munoz. Am I right?
Yes, Armando Munoz.
Okay, Armando Munoz, the receiver, getting his share of love after the touchdown. The Harlandale Indians coaching staff has put in some of the second unit in, and they're stating a case for maybe a few more minutes next time. Doing a great job. You're watching high school sports. We're at the SAISD complex. If you're watching us here on RC Audio Sports YouTube, Okay, Bella, I'll do that. Give us Yvette Diaz, another professional that, again, as we said, we've assembled a team of experts, a team of professionals. Yvette Diaz can help you with all your Medicare and insurance questions. Medicare works like this. Once you're Medicare eligible, you have an account, or you have what's the word I'm looking for? You have an insurance policy, and whether you may not be satisfied with it, but you're not stuck with it forever. It's a one-year deal. Every year you get to take a look and reassess what you have, what's out there. Yvette, you don't have the time to do that. Yvette Diaz can come to you and tell you, look, option A, option B, option C, option D.
I think Yvette may be calling you for.
All right.
Maybe you can help her out with some sales.
All right. Love to do that.
The Edison Golden Bears coming back from back inside near their end zone. A nice run back up to about the 20-yard line.
Andrew Fuentes in the chat room. He says, can I get a shout out from my son, Andrew Fuentes, here at home watching the Indians on RC Audio Sports 2. Of course you can get a shout out for your son, Andrew Fuentes. He is a regular fan on our streams, and we appreciate both of you checking in here and joining us in the chat room. Maybe one day you're at one of our streams and we can meet young Andrew personally. Maybe put the headset on him. Who knows? Yeah.
So Edison with the ball back with a minute 11 here in this third quarter, looking to just put some things together, something to work on here. And, that is what this non-district schedule is for. Passes completed. That is Daniel Vidal with the reception.
Daniel Vidal right there across the middle. And we are still in the non-district phase of the football season. As far as playoffs are concerned, those games are, these are not preseason games, but they're non-district games at the high school level. And they count, to your wins and losses.
Yeah.
Of course, all of these games count. But Edison Golden Bears trying to, find some answers here before they head into the district play. So every rep is important to them. And again, anytime covering that fumble, you see the goal. One thing, you're not going to find any conceding among the Golden Bears. Are going to give you every single play, and that's I'm sure that Coach Gibbons is enjoying that kind of attitude coming from his players. We've got, hate to diagnose from up here, but it sure looks like a cramp. The trainers are out there to tend to him. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
Bella at the tech table tonight. And Bella, do me a favor. Next time we run that commercial, would you keep Bobby's mic on so that we can hear him accompany the mariachis?
Ball's on the ground, but the quarterback, I believe that's still Gonzalez, able to jump back on it.
Not a bad voice, Bob. You got a great play-by-play voice, and maybe you should be join a mariachi or something.
That talent went to the sister.
Oh.
If you buy some insurance from her, maybe she'll sing.
Maybe she'll sing. Okay. Hopefully not llorar y llorar. Maybe something a little bit volver y volver. Maybe come back. All right. Yeah, Emmanuel Sanchez, you can get a shout out. Olaya is watching, as is Ian watching the game. We always appreciate you coming onto our streams. And, you can't chat unless you subscribe to our channel, so thank you for that as well. We're at the break between the third and fourth quarters at the SAISD Sports Complex. You're watching this on RC Audio Sports 2. We're giving shout outs if you subscribed and joining our chat room. 7 Cents Media, another professional that you want in your corner. You got a documentary, a podcast. If you're going to do a music video, you've got a big event that you want to photograph, or you want a videographer there. If you want to stream that event, 7 Cents Media. It's Sebastian Castro, Isaiah Castro, Arissa Castro, members of the RC Audio Sports production team. When they're not working doing things for RC Audio Sports, they're doing things for 7 Cents Media. Professionals, get them in your corner.
Well, 12 minutes up on the clock here. Edison punting the ball away from inside their end zone. Short punt, and that will roll just across the 31, as you see there. And the Harlandale Indians will come back out on the field here after putting on a really good performance. And, Coach, anytime, with any team, I think that you feel like you're a good team and you've went down 0-2 and you've been in some games that you feel like you should have won, probably the next team you're going to play against is going to
take it out on them just a little bit. And Harlandale looks very much in control of this game as we head into the fourth quarter, and looks like it'll be Coach Lozano and the Harlandale Indians that will get a tick mark in the win column for the first time in 2025. The Indians, of course, in games against Southwest and South San in the previous two games, had the ball late in the game and were on offense in a position to take the lead, and weren't able to seal the deal in either of their first two contests. But here in contest number 3, in full control, and I don't think there's any doubt that getting the ball at the opponent's 31-yard line is a short field.
Gabriel Salazar back in as quarterback for the Indians to give Sesto a break, a much-needed break. As the ball went down on the ground there, the running back is Aguillon, but he was able to pick it up, not before, though, losing almost 10 yards on that one.
Well, Nicholas Munoz has entered the chat room, and that means that he is subscribed. Thank you for that, Nicholas, and thank you for joining us. A shout-out to number 88, Brian Lopez. He wears number 88. Number 88 is a pretty good number. I know some people who have worn the number 88.
Ocho.
Crazy eights.
Second down and long for the Indians here. 2 seconds on the game clock. They got it just in time. Aguillon, right side, has room, changes directions, and gets up the field down to the 30, but not enough to move the chains. So they still got one more down, I believe. It's third down coming up.
The Harlandale Indians look as if they are going to end an 8-game losing streak dating back to the last 6 games of 2024, the first 2 games of 2025. So say goodbye to the 8-game losing streak, and let's get back in the win column. Coach Lopez will tell his boys this evening. Looks like they've got the happy bus ready to go. Coach Lozano, I beg your pardon. Coach Lozano, the head coach, of course, of the Harlandale Indians.
Indians keeping it on the ground, left side. Salazar has some wheels inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line.
So Coach Lozano, the head coach of the Harlandale Indians, looking to put an end to an 8-game losing streak dating back to the last 6 in 2024. And looks like he's got a chartered happy bus ride home.
Nine minutes and 10 seconds as the Indians have the football deep inside Edison territory.
Daniel Villarreal joins us. He's a McCullum alumni watching this game on RC Audio Sports 2. Thank you for watching the game. Again, if you're chatting, you have subscribed.
Left side, Aguillon hurdles a few Edison Golden Bears defenders, but there are some flags on the play. So hold everything.
Daniel Villarreal tells us that he is a McCullum High School class of alumni, class of 05, and as you say, both schools seem to be rolling in the right direction. Daniel, I hope that you are following us on social media. The head coach from McCullum, the RC Glenn Revelle and Bobby Mendez last week had a very special moment. It was Coach Wilkinson's first win as the head coach of the McCullum Cowboys, and just a very special moment. So, Daniel, if you haven't seen that, make sure you go to our Facebook page, RC Audio Sports, and that was a great capture, great scene.
The clock will continue to run here. Salazar, as the ball came back, a penalty against the Indians. So a handoff as the Indians will keep the ball on the ground. They want to keep that clock running.
Shout-outs continue here in the fourth quarter. I don't mind doing that.
I think the next thing we will do, Coach, is put a little barcode, or what is that, QR code? A couple bucks for the shout-outs. You know, we can donate that back.
Oh, glad to do it. Glad to do it, Bobby. William Henderson says, my youngest son, Morgan Henderson, a shout-out for him. Please, Mr. Henderson, does Morgan play defensive line? We're looking forward to that. Shout-out to Morgan.
Second down and long here for the Indians. Salazar gives it to Aguillon. Aguillon stays on his feet. Will carry a few Edison Golden Bears across the 20.
Greg Tracy, thank you again. Very kind words, and we appreciate that. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Greg Tracy, one of our loyal viewers on our streams. All the way from Luling, Texas, the Luling Eagles. Gregory Tracy is roots for, when he's not rooting for the Harlandale Indians, he is a Harlandale alum.
Just passed by Luling not too long ago on my way to College Station.
Did you stop and get barbecue? It's
Lockhart. You know what?
It's Lockhart that has a barbecue.
But Luling has barbecue as well.
Oh, everybody in Texas has barbecue, right?
Two receivers left. Low snap. Salazar's going to keep it, and he's going to get into the end zone.
Splits the defenders, and you've got to have some. Have to have some acceleration to do that. And once again, number 16, Gabriel Salazar, if nothing else, letting Coach Lozano know, hey, we got a little depth here at quarterback.
Oh,
a flag will nullify the touchdown. The play still, it's going to still be on film. It's still going to be on our RC Audio Sports archive here. But the play won't count because of the penalty. The penalty will nullify it, but that was a nice run by Gabriel Salazar.
So after the game, yes, we will come off, but we will go down and get an interview with the head coach of, it's safe to say at the moment, Coach Lozano, and get his thoughts on the game. We won't have that live on the air, but that will be on our social media on all platforms. We encourage you, if you are watching, to please follow us as a timeout is taken.
Harlandale taking a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. I'd like to have we. Okay, we've gone through our team of professionals.
Yeah.
We certainly have, and one professional we don't have a readout for Desi Martinez of Martinez and Associates personal injury attorneys. The Martinez and Associates was voted the number one law firm in San Antonio. I think 2 years running.
Well,
so you talk about professionals.
There's about 5 years.
Oh, 5 years running. Okay,
yeah.
all right. So you talk about wanting a professional in your corner. There are times sometimes you don't expect to have to need a lawyer, but if the situation arises where you need somebody representing you and you want to make sure that it's someone who knows what he's doing. Desi Martinez.
If in doubt, he is a personal injury attorney. But, if there are any other things that you just have questions about, you can rest assured that Martinez and Associates will get you there all the way, just like this play.
John Gonzalez will get you there as well. Back-to-back great runs for the Harlandale Indians running game. Gabriel Escobar gets called back, and but John Gonzalez's touchdown will stand. H-back running back. The Indians line up for a 1-point after attempt. And the officials tell us that it's good. I never trust my angle. 5 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the ball game. A commanding lead. It's 54-0. The Indians ahead. You're watching high school football at the SAISD Sports Complex. We're bringing it to you on RC Audio Sports 2. We'll be right back.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Welcome you back as San Luis Flores kicks it deep into the end zone. And Edison will get the ball back with 5:46 remaining in the ball game. 54-0 our score here from SAISD Sports Complex. Of course, we thank you for joining us, and thank you for subscribing if you're watching and commenting. Of course, we appreciate that as well. And again, we want to thank our entire crew. You've got Isaiah Castro on the field, providing those amazing shots there on the field. And then you got his dad, Sebastian Castro, on the top, along with Gavin Quintanilla and then Isabella Diaz running the commercial spots as well. As the cameras, right side. Nice run there by the Golden Bears. Ball carried by number 22, Daniel Vidal. Then, of course, Coach Robert Villafranca, long-time partner here at RC Audio Sports.
2015?
Much longer than that we've known each other.
Back to the 1990s.
The late 1900s.
The late 1900s?
Low snap. Gonzalez, he'll be brought down for a loss. Around the time of the birth of the internet.
Around the time of the birth of the internet. That's exactly right. The 90s. Certainly the explosion of it in the early 2000s, late 1900s, as you say. But what a joy it's been. RC Audio Sports, we started audio streaming games in the mid, I beg your pardon, in the mid-teens, 2015. 2014 you did. I came on a year later. But what a ride it's been. And man, I just think back to some of the games that we've called. We do every sport that we can. You've seen some of our sponsors here. It's not too late to get on our sponsorship bus. If you like what we do and you want to help us, want to make sure that we can keep doing it, send us a DM to one of our social media platforms. We'd be glad to visit with you about it. We have packages that will fit every business. We'd like to talk to you about that. But what a ride it's been. Some great games that we've called. We're currently doing football and volleyball. We're in football and volleyball season. Aiden going to chase that one down. It's going to go out of bounds. On Tuesday nights, we bring you the 28 5A volleyball match of the night. Last Tuesday, it was Harlandale visiting McCullum, and McCullum won that in 3 straight sets. The sets were very tightly played. The scores were very close, but McCullum won that match in 3 straight sets. McCullum with 1 loss. MacArthur leading the pack in 28 5A volleyball. Undefeated. Not only have they not lost a match, they haven't lost a set in district play either. But each Tuesday night, every Tuesday night, we bring you a volleyball match. We're kind of trying to figure out what the match of the night is going to be Tuesday. We have not yet decided on it, but we will announce that this weekend. So make sure that you follow us on our social media platforms.
So the Indians will have the ball with the final 3 minutes and 20 seconds of this ball game. And a new man at quarterback and a new running back. And another run, the same thing all night for the Indians. Inside the 1, into the end zone. So Gabriel Salazar, who was playing quarterback, moved to running back, and now George Gonzalez in at quarterback. So Coach Lozano getting an opportunity here to see a lot of plays here for these kids that don't normally get on the field.
He's going to check to see if everyone was paying attention in the quarterback room this week. So sometimes, you're a third-string quarterback. Maybe I don't have to listen so much to the, oh, wait a minute, I'm going in. Coach is going to give me some reps here. So
the extra point for Jose Luis Flores is good, and the Indians continue 61-0 here. And Coach, I know we'll keep it right here, Bell. I know this is always a tough part of a game when, you're just up by so many. You're getting the kids in. I don't take it as a way, but the kids, they're not just going to sit there for 2 minutes and 3 minutes on the field. So they have their opportunity, and they're going to go for it.
And exactly what Bobby said.
Who knows when that next opportunity comes.
Some of these kids, are given an opportunity when a game gets the score gets a little bit out of hand, and been waiting for that opportunity. And this is, if you're looking to move up in that depth chart, this is a great time to do it. You give me a rep, let me show you what I can do, Coach. And boy, you just can't blame them for going all out. We're calling some names that we haven't called earlier in the game, but. Kudos to them and kudos to the coaching staff to get these kids in the game and great arguments for a few more minutes next time.
2:45 in this ball game. Jose Luis Flores kicked deep as he's pretty much kicked it out of the end zone all evening long. I'm curious, Coach, with a kind of a leg like that, what his range,
what a field goal range is.
Mm-hmm.
Leg strength would say. I saw him at pregame, and he was kicking 40 yards. He was kicking for 40 yards out, and but of course, no pressure. No pressure, and pressure are 2 different things. But certainly leg strength. And I'd take that leg strength. If he couldn't kick a field goal at all, I'd love to have a kicker that could kick the ball through the edge. That's enough. But showing a lot of leg strength. Sometimes off of a tee, it's a little bit easier than one step in to.
Well, as long as you kick it out, there's a 0 possibility that they get any points on that.
That's correct. That is correct.
Nice run up the middle. As of course, the Edison Golden Bears are not going to go down without a fight. That run there by Vidal.
This is character time. This is character time. The kids, of course, you don't have to be told that we're at the 2-minute warning here, but I think we can keep it here. How about?
Yeah.
They don't have to be told that the score is a little bit lopsided, and this is character time. This is when you find out, what you're made of and how much you. A lot of times teams talk about teammate loving their teammates and not giving up on their teammates and playing alongside. This is, the proof's in the pudding here. Things aren't going our way tonight. Are you going to play for your teammates? Are you going to play for that gold and black? And certainly, I would say that for Coach Gibbons and the squad, the answer to all those questions is yes.
Yeah, and this is especially important here especially for Coach Gibbons here at Edison. trying to implement a new program, a new style of offense, never quit type of attitude. And, you know, it's very rare that you do get a first-year head coach that hits the ground running. You know, there's a lot to learn. There's schemes.
A big learning curve, indeed, Bobby. You know, for anybody, regardless of how many years you've served as an assistant coach, when you step up to that head coaching ranks, you've got so many things. I didn't know the head coach did this. You know what? You got to do that too. And
yeah, but then you take it's not like you're starting a whole new program, right? You've already had existing athletes under a certain routine, certain regimen, but then you have a new coach, right? And then things change, and you adapt.
And I'll take it a step further. Executive athletic director Fred Anthony, offering them all kinds of support. He's been there. You know, he coached for many years, a principal for many years, and so he knows the challenges of leadership and trying to get a program going. The Indians have an athlete on the field, and here come the trainers. So let's take a little time out. We'll be back when the trainers are done tending.
At San Antonio ISD, parents and students have a choice to pick the best schools, a choice to take programs that explore a student's interests, and a choice to grow while keeping the future in mind. With so many options to best fit a student's needs, why go anywhere else? Choose SAISD.
Apply now at saisd.net/enroll or call 210-554-2660 for more information.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're here, and we love that you're here. Despite all the hardships that we have faced, you've overcome them. Now that you're back, let's dream big. You have big ideas, big plans, and we have the teachers, coaches, faculty, and resources to make those big things happen. So come to class every day and let's do this together. This school year, your school year, is just beginning. From everyone at San Antonio ISD, let's dream big together.
And we bring you back here to SAISD Sports Complex, where the Golden Bears will keep it on the ground, rolling outside, and they get out of bounds.
And Mr. Henderson, certainly no apologies needed. Love to have our viewers get fired up, and we appreciate you being here in the chat room, watching us, and having subscribed to the channel. Obviously, if you're chatting, we'll visit soon, and we'll see if we can make that happen. But always appreciate our viewers and our supporters. And the clock will tick down, Bobby, to the 0 mark, and the Harlandale Indians are victorious here tonight, 61-0. So, Coach Justin Lopez of the Harlandale Indians. Coach Justin Lozano, I don't know why I'm tongue-tied on Lopez. Coach Justin Lozano and the Harlandale Indians will get their first notch on the win side and the win column. So, congratulations, Coach Lozano. Congratulations, Harlandale Indians. Coach Gibbons and the Edison Golden Bears fought valiantly, taking the loss tonight. We wish them the best, and we'll stream the Bears down the line.
Yeah, well, as you mentioned, Coach, plenty of games here from SAISD Sports Complex on this very channel, RC Audio Sports 2. We want to tell you who our Martinez & Associates players of the game are. We have for offense on 94 yards with 2 touchdowns. It's the running back, Gio Silva. He'll be the Martinez & Associates Offensive Player of the Game. And for Defensive Player of the Game, We're going to give it to number 7. That's Santiago Rivas, as he had he just had a phenomenal game today. So Santiago Rivas, congratulations to you. You are the Martinez and Associates Defensive Player of the Game. So for my broadcast partner, Coach Robert Villafranca, and the rest of the crew, Isabella Diaz, Sebastian, Isaiah, and Arissa Castro, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same channel. We'll be right back. Or we'll be back tomorrow, but have a good night.